There may be some spoilers in this, but this is just down to how you obtain Caliban, the survivor, the adapter, the era created Warframe. The blueprint is available from the marketplace for 50,000 credits, but to get a hold of the parts, you're going to have to see and do Norma bounties in the plains of Eidolon during the daylight hours and on Orb Vallis when night falls. Yeah. After completing the new war quest. Which means if you want to go the build route for Caliban, you have, there's no real choice in this, you have to complete the new war quest first. Which is kind of a shame, because everything kind of says he should be an amazing frame. As you could expect, from a sentient based frame, he is split straight up the middle. Even though that is a sword attaching his, you can see it straight through the middle of him. That is the paracesis just behind the center core there, which kind of led to some weird artwork about him. Coming with a D polarity, a V polarity, a dash in the aura slot, which means, to be fair, if you are going up against heavily armoured enemies, that is going to be very useful. But also at the same time, not so much, considering, yeah, one of his abilities can basically strip armour from all enemies it touches. I just launched into a mission and this room was full of enemies and I did this and they all went bye-bye. Ah, wow. Pops into mind. Also, screw you, Limbo. I've got to try that again. His ultimate ability should just be called... What was that now? Because an enemy walks into a room and you say... What was that now? Oh, I was aiming at the floor. Oh, wow, it goes to where you... Oh, you can... If you're quick enough with this. Oh, I am so glad. That worked really well. And this is rank 1 of this ability. Because he's just gone level 10. In the mission I just left. Oh, yeah. Gives me shivers. Of course it is getting completely screwed by one Limbo there. But hey, I did not expect that. After what was... probably, and I've just realised I'm using the wrong weaponry, the worst introduction to a frame ever, because his first ability is, of course, yeah, now they start to take damage. Possibly because it leveled up, but yeah, I span into a group of enemies thinking, ah yeah, this'll work, we'll take them down, no problem. Nothing. And it's doing it again, nothing. Nothing. And then the sentinel kills him. And you're thinking to yourself, yeah, well don't worry if that happens to you. He gets better. That is level 0 and it goes to 3. I mean, that was level 0 of his 4th ability and it just cleared a room. First thoughts? I'm actually kind of impressed. So far. And I have to kind of document this. This will be the first frame I have used the new Forma system on. We go to polarize, you take a Forma and you put it in, I do not know where I'm putting this, there. It's the biggest mod I have, it's a 14 point, it's floor. And what this will do, the first time you Forma a frame, well, if we go to the abilities, oh, they seem to still be rank 3. I love that. Yep, rank 3, rank 3, rank 3, rank 3. Because they made this change a while ago that basically means once you Forma a frame, that means you get it to level 30 and you have to go back to 0. What will happen, depending on your mastery rank, if your mastery rank 30, they will be rank 3. But any rank will, well, any mastery rank will do, because this also means From Mastery Rank 10 onwards, you're going to start with the bonus of having your abilities higher level, and you can also take the frame and do... Let's do a sortie. No, let's go do some Elite Sanctuary Onslaught with an unranked frame. I'm sorry, I've got to do this. I've got to do this. Hi everybody. Strips their armor off. Of all the weird things to look forward to with a new frame, jumping in and being able to use all abilities at an unranked position. Look at how long those last for now. 42 seconds. They lasted nowhere near that when you first start off. Always the same, no matter what happens. The first time you level a frame and they are unranked, you always suffer because the abilities. Never judge a new frame. Are you host? I don't even know if you're real. There's the portal. I'm going through. But never ever judge a frame by the first time you use it. Always get them to level 30 before you decide this frame sucks. Also, you were supposed to be using abilities there. Just this ability annihilates. Okay, could you actually hit him? No? Let's try this. His first ability. It's better now, but it's still... I'm gonna say it. It's his first ability. The Razor Gaze, whatever it was. Yeah. Kind of a little bit lackluster. It works, but it would work better if you used his fourth ability first. As for Stomp, oh wait, sorry, it's not called Stomp, it's called Sentient Wrath. Really, we should be much closer to enemies for this. It makes enemies levitate when you can see it working, and while they're in the air they will take more damage. That is when the first ability starts to make a lot more sense. If you can, and I'll go over here to kind of demonstrate this if it will let me. It's being kind of weird for some reason. Stomp, knock them in the air, and then go around, spin into them. See how much quicker they went down there? That Razor Gaia, it may work better with every other ability, and as forementioned, spawning in the 3 Sentients to help you, those guys do a lot more damage now. A lot more damage. I'm also being energy sucked by something. I'm gonna die. I don't have health mods before anybody asks this, but something just sucked all my power. But look at the Sentient go. Kill him! Kill them all! And this was quite literally just one of those builds that I went, okay, I want, and everybody should want pretty much the same, duration, because you're going to want the Sentient to stay around for a while. So, prime continuity. Then you're going to want energy because you're going to be spamming those abilities. Primed flow, no brainer. Streamline the abilities best you can. And then I just went Ogre mods. They have kind of worked their way onto all of my frames somehow. I have been playing with what is basically this. I haven't actually tried using it yet. That increases power strength by a lot, but I'm not willing to sacrifice duration, so I'm looking at basically fitting in probably Constitution. That put in here would increase the duration a little bit more, but then I'm sacrificing range, and to be fair, I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of range. I'm not willing to sacrifice this much duration because that third ability really needs duration. So this is going to be an ongoing project because I really don't want to fit that Ogre mod in there. But to be fair, even when you do have it activated and just kind of dart into people, that's what you have to remember. If you remember to dart into people, it actually starts to do a nice amount of damage. And even better than that, The only reason I'm actually mentioning this is they buffed it. I was planning on doing this video with what have basically been the 16th. It's been recorded since the 16th, but they've actually buffed this ability since then. It's only by 10 damage, but, well, it's noticeable. As you could probably tell by the fact I'm not just taking out enemies, I'm straight up annihilating them. Even though, technically, has been formatted, yep, all new frames all suffer the same fate. Your Warframe will be consumed, but Sentient Wraith, which is basically the stomp ability, boom, that levitates your enemies. Not that many, you can see they kind of get knocked down, but you can see enemies lifted into the air where they take amplified damage for a short period of time. Because if you watch, it doesn't actually levitate them in the air, it knocks them over. It's stomp. Which is why his Rhino's codpiece down here has been split in two, which means, sorry, you need to go into the wall, as all new frames do. Like the fact that that's the ability, kind of wish it was his third ability that was going into the wall, but with that, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.